Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video, man. Peace, love, and abundance to everybody that's watching right now. If you guys need to speak with me, I do one-on-one consultations, so I'll leave my link in my description. Make sure you guys follow me on all my socials and smash that like button. All right, so when you gain a level of awareness within yourself, you start to awaken yourself, you will become more observant of the people that come into your life. You know, for example, when I was younger, I didn't really think about all the friends and my exes and, you know, all these people that I met. I didn't really think that it was a reason for me meeting them. I just thought it was life. It was a coincidence that we just so happened to click, get along, and become friends, become lovers. Right? But as I am now, and with the wisdom and understanding I have now, I see that everything happened for a reason. Most of the time, people come into your life because you're there to teach them something, especially if you're awakened, right? And I'm not speaking from my high horse, okay? We're not better than anyone, but it's just like a teacher-student relationship. The teacher isn't better than the student. The teacher has they've done that before. They've been there. They have a higher level of wisdom and understanding of the subject. So they're just giving back to the students who haven't experienced that yet. But the teacher always learns from the student too. You just see what I'm saying? So it's like it's a love-love relationship. It's a give and take on both ends. So that's sort of like what happens when you meet people. You're going to be like a mirror in their life to help them heal and help them see their ways and what they need to change, but also to see their potential. You see? You know, there's a lot of folks that need your help because they can't pull that potential out alone. They need a mirror to see who they really are. Right? And a lot of us come back here just for that reason, man. So look at all your relationships, your friends, your lovers, your exes, right? And really start to analyze what happened during a relationship. Look at the details. What did you guys experience together? What did you learn from that relationship? And then it's going to put things in perspective of, okay, we crossed paths for a reason, right? See, they call it soul ties for a reason. Soul ties, meaning that your energy is tied with this person's energy. And this transcends this lifetime. They don't call it a human tie or a physical tie. It's a soul tie. So you might have connections with people from past lives. You see, you might have been in a relationship with someone in your past, and now in this life, you're meeting that same type of energy, that soul. Not necessarily the physical vessel, but you meet that same energy. This is why a lot of people you meet will feel familiar to you, like you met them before, or you know them, and you feel comfortable because your physical body that you have now doesn't know them, but your soul remembers, right? Energy doesn't lie, it doesn't die. It's simply transferred, okay? So it's just like the ocean, right? The ocean, if you take a bucket and scoop some water out of the ocean, that water isn't separate from the ocean. It's still the same DNA, still the same type of water. It's just in a different vessel, right? A different container. So your soul has taken shape and form of different containers. The nature of who you are doesn't change. It's just the vessel that you're held in. You see? And this is what I want to tap into, not just your lovers, but enemies too. You got enemies. You have soul ties with them as well. And they follow you into different lifetimes. Right? You might have had an enemy that was, you know, a rival that you had in your past life. And in this lifetime, they might be a family member. They might be a friend, someone close to you. Right? It's the same energy. You might not recognize them physically, but your soul recognizes them. This is why certain people you don't really mess with like that. You just don't like them for some reason. Y'all don't get along. That's because in y'all past life, y'all probably got some history. You see? So soul connections, soul ties, they transcend this lifetime. The connections that you're making in this life are going to transcend to the next, right? We are immortal, man. We never die. We just keep transcending into different experiences. So I want you to analyze the people that you gain relationships with and start trying to figure out, why is this person in my life? Because obviously it's going to be a lesson. It's going to be a test. It's going to be something that I need to learn about myself, or I need to teach them. That's how I look at relationships now. I understand that who I am and what my purpose is in this life, that I'm not just meeting strangers for no reason. I already understand this. When you start to understand your purpose, you know this. You know that it's bigger than you. You came back here to help people, to teach. You know what I'm saying? If you're more advanced than some people, then your duty coming back here is to give your wisdom and your knowledge. You got to start voicing your opinion. You got to start speaking up, because somebody needs your help. Your relationships, that person needs you. This is why y'all are together. You know, and you'll notice when you're awakened that you can't just get with anybody. You don't just get in relationships with anybody, because you're not going to resonate with them. I don't care how fine they are, the cheeks looking right, the face looking nice. I don't care how superficial it is, how much attracted you are to them, man. It's not going to work out if there's no purpose, no deeper meaning with that, right? See, you look for connections. When you are tapped in with your soul, right? You're looking for that deep connection with someone. That's the only thing that feeds you. Surface level connections don't feed you, right? And a lot of people are on surface level connections where they just see somebody they like, that look good, and it stays there. But it doesn't get deeper on the fact of, how can we help each other? How can we grow from this relationship? This is the type of connection we yearn for, is how can we improve from this? To me, that's sexy. It's sexy to see not only myself improve, but to see the person that I'm with, they're starting to understand life more. They're starting to get it together. You know what I'm saying? They're awakening to new levels of consciousness. I love that. Right? It's just something very attractive about that, because it shows that you're trying. It shows that you want to be better. You want to put the pieces together. You're searching for answers. So we got to start taking our connections more seriously. All right? And I'll give you an example. You probably meet hundreds of people every single day. When you're out at the store, you know, you at a party, you out at an event, you see all these random people, right, that you never connect with, you never speak to, but you just see them. Why don't you connect with every single person that you meet? Why is it only these specific people that you have a connection with and a long-term relationship with? They become your best friend. They become people that's a part of your life. Why is it that you don't have that connection with every single person that you meet? Because they're not meant to be in your life. You see? Those soul ties are real. You're tied to this person's energy. This is why every lifetime you go in, you're going to meet similar people. Even in this lifetime, you meet similar people, right? You go to your job. Think about it. Every time you get a job, there's always those same type of people that you meet. You know what I'm saying? The one that's cool, the one that don't like to do no work, the one that gossip. You always meet the same type of energy, because these souls are tied to you and they follow you into different lifetimes. You understand what I'm saying? Why you think when you meet friends, you meet the same type of friends? They have the same type of personality. They feel familiar to you. The solar energy is what you recognize. The person might look different, but the nature of a thing always stays the same. Right? And what I mean by that is, you can change the shape and form of something, but the way it behaves stays the same. And this is why they feel familiar to you. So yeah, man, you know, you're going to come into people's life and you're going to reflect who they are. And if you're meeting your twin flame, they're going to reflect you too. And it's not always sweet. People talk about twin flames, you know, and they always think it's just a harmonious union. You know, it's always going to be sweet. It's always going to be easy. It's going to be happily ever after. It's not like that. They're going to bring out the darkest parts of yourself. But that's a good thing, because it's forcing you to heal. And it's going to be painful. It's going to be chaotic. When you meet your twin flame, it's going to be very intense. It's going to be very emotional. You can't hide who you are from them, because they are you. They're just the opposite spectrum, but they are you. So they're going to see right through you. And this is going to force you to heal. You know? And it's okay too. Everybody's not meant to be in your life forever. We got to stop thinking that just because you meet somebody that they got to be in your life happily ever after, right? Till death do us apart. That's not always the case. Sometimes you meet people for a season. They come in and they merge with your energy to help you get to the next stage in your life. And you do the same for them. It be like that sometimes. We got to stop getting so attached to the world. Stop being so attached to people and live for the experience. You are connected to these people from the soul. So they're always going to be with you. You're never going to be alone. You got to know that for yourself, though. Anytime you need help, man, always somebody comes into your life that's familiar, that's going to help you get to that next stage. It never fails. But you got to stop being so pessimistic and learn how to identify when certain people are right for you and when certain people are just a distraction. They're just there. All right. I think before I awakened, people that I met was just there a lot, you know, and the way that you weed those people out is when you start to change your lifestyle. You start to gain consciousness, and then you'll see a whole lot of people just fall out your life. And the ones that's meant for you, that have that solar connection with you, they're going to stick around, or they're going to come into your life, right, and help you make it to the next stage. Or they're going to come into your life right at the time they need to help you evolve, right? It's all about evolution. Our soul is trying to evolve. This is why we go through these different lifetimes, so that we can transform, right? You know, that's all it is, man. We're just transforming ourselves, taking that information to the next life, transforming again. Just like your cells in your body. Your cells are always transforming. They die, they replicate themselves, and those cells take the information and they carry on the process, you know, getting better and better and better. So you guys take these relationships serious, man. Start analyzing. That's my homework for y'all. Look at all your relationships, your friends, family, people that you're close with, your enemies. Try to identify what is the common theme between all these people. Why am I meeting these people? And what do I need to learn from this situation? Okay, so with that being said, guys, I hope this resonated with you, man. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about this video, or if you can relate to this video. I'd like to know what you think about it for real. So with that being said, y'all have a beautiful day, and I'm out.